Early Saturday morning, we got a Big East matchup and a chance to win $1,000 between UConn versus Creighton. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome on into another episode of Winning Bets. I'm your host, Jason Mattis, as always. Thanks for joining me on this episode. This one's one of our free contests over on the Fox Bet Super 6 app, and we can win $1,000 if we can correctly predict UConn versus Creighton, which is Saturday afternoon, I guess, at 12 p.m. Eastern time. These two teams have faced earlier on this season. Creighton won that matchup earlier on. It was 76 to 74. It was a good overtime game. I'm not quite sure that'll happen again this same time, but we'll dive on into the questions and see how it goes. You guys know how it goes. All we got to do is correctly answer all 6 questions. We can take home that $1,000 prize. And as always, my research involves just strictly looking at the last 3 games. What have you done for me lately? So with that being said, let's jump on into it and break it on down. Question 1 is always, what's going to be the team that scores the last points of the first half? Well, there's a big shooting advantage for Creighton. They're shooting the ball at 48%, where UConn checks in at 41%. And there's the same advantage there on the defensive end. Creighton is holding their opponents to 43% field goal percentage, where UConn is allowing 47%. There you go. So you got to go with Creighton. If it isn't broken, don't fix it. And we're sure as hell is not, because we went on fire with that question. Question 2 is, how many total 3-pointers will there be made in the game? Well, Creighton is making 9 per game on 32% field goal percentage. UConn makes 7 per game on 38%. Creighton allows 6 per game on 33%, and UConn allows 6 per game on 38%. I'm going to go ahead and answer this one 17 to 18 total 3-pointers. I've got Creighton at about 11 because they make 9 on 32%, but UConn allows 38%, so I thought that was worth a bucket or 2 more. And then for UConn, I've got them around 6 because Creighton defends the 3 better, so I thought that was worth knocking them 1 down on what they normally allow. So that's how I came to 17 to 18. Question 3 is, what's going to be the top, how many points is going to be scored by the UConn top scorer? Well, they've had 4 different scorers with an average of 21.7 points. But by far, everything's changed here, and this is why if you're handicapping games, you really cannot look at season totals. You have to look at most recent, whether you do a 3 or a 5 game stretch, because James Bouknight is their top scorer and by far their best player, and he's out with a foot injury and is going to be out for this game, including a few more down the road. He leads the team in points per game by 9 points, and the 3 games that he's missed, the top score has been 19, 18, and 18 points, and that's all by 3 different guys too. So I'm going to go ahead and say 18 to 20 points for UConn's top score. UConn is just more balanced without Bouknight. Nobody's going to go off here, right? I mean, Bouknight has had a 40-point game so far this season. That's just not going to happen with this UConn team that's more balanced without this guy. For Creighton, that's what question 4 is. So what's going to be the top, or how many points scored for Creighton's top scorer? They've had 6 different top scorers. They definitely spread it out. They're more of an average. So I just went ahead and took their average, which is 20.3 points scored for their points scored in their games. And so I'm going to go ahead and say 18 to 20 points for them as well. And that's hitting 6 of the 14 games so far this season. So you're talking almost 50%. So really like that right there. Question 5 is always, what's going to be the total points scored in the game? Well, UConn is averaging 67 points, and they're allowing 69 points. Creighton is scoring 78 points, and they're allowing 74. So the Creighton average is 73.5. The UConn average is 70.5. That's a total of 144 points. So I'm going to go ahead and answer this one 141 to 145. It's less about kind of 2 things actually worked in my favor on this question. One is the total fell right in here, doing the Creighton average and the UConn average. But I actually see UConn getting more of their average scored, which is around 67, and Creighton getting more around their average scored, which is 78. And it's mainly all because of this guy Bouknight not being in the lineup. Question 6 is pick a winner and pick a margin. To me, it's really, really easy here to pick a winner. It's going to be Creighton, is going to win this game. UConn, again, is without their best player. UConn, in their last game, they lost to St. John's at home, which is a very winnable game. St. John's is in the bottom, or towards the bottom there of the Big East. Creighton has played St. John's twice this season and beat them both times by 18 points. ESPN FPI is giving them a 75.1 chance for Creighton to win this game. So it's Creighton wins the game, and it's just a matter of if you do the 4-9 or 10+. I'll go ahead and say 10+. I know the first matchup there was a close matchup. It went to overtime, but again, Bouknight was involved in that one. That was actually of the game where he scored 40 points. He's just not available. I don't really see how UConn keeps it close. We talked about, Creighton's big shooting advantage and then also their defending shooting advantage. So everything certainly points to a Creighton win. I just hope it's a Creighton blowout win, and that's how I'm going to fill out my chances to win $1,000 on Creighton versus UConn. As always, go ahead and hit this like button if I've been of help to you. And as always, good luck with your picks, and I'll see you on the next contest.
Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more winning bets.